So I wanted to do this call to go over the markets, like, and review some setups that we're going to be looking at for next week, because you can see the setups that's going to happen probably like around Monday. The market starts setting up today. Share my screen. Y'all can see my screen or no?
Nope.
Okay, I'm not sharing my screen there. Also, what I was seeing too with the indices, like Jazz, you still have cash cow, right?
I do, yeah.
Do you know that cash cow calls out like basically similar calls that I'm calling out? Like the cash cow is actually a bot, so it calls out call like potential entries and exits for the market. Like, so you can also look at cash cow too if you was looking for setup. You can use cash cow. The reason you have cash cow so you can look and see some setups like on your own, like because you're not there yet with trading. You can look and it tell you entry, take profit, and stop loss. It gives you that. Stop cash cow gives you that.
You gotta show me how to use it again. It's been so long since I looked at it.
Okay, so we'll go probably sometime this weekend we'll go over again how to use it.
Okay.
But one thing I was seeing with the indices is a time that we could be entering the market for indices. We could start entering the market around 12 o'clock because it's coming to our entry points at noon during the day. Is what I'm noticing is that the market reverses at 12. So that reversal is usually our entry point. So if I go back, I'm
You mean 1 o'clock our time, right?
12 o'clock, noon our time, it'd be 11 o'clock your time because y'all an hour earlier.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So I'm gonna just show y'all real quick on Nasdaq so y'all can see what I'm talking about. So I went back and I was doing this thing at 12 o'clock to see. I was noticing that the market reverses in the afternoon. But right around, I'm gonna mark the 12 o'clock, 12 p.m. starting with today, 11 a.m. 12. This is the 12 o'clock candle right here. Yeah. Yeah, I can see the times at the bottom, right?
Right.
Yeah.
Yes.
I just realized my son's supposed to be on this call too. So just looking at this past week, right? All of this is 12 o'clock candles. 12, 12, 12. If you notice, after the 12 o'clock, after every one of these candles marked, the market went in the opposite direction of which way it was going. Just look at that. Look at the candle after 12 o'clock, each one.
Mm-hmm.
It always reverse after 12 o'clock. It was buying here, start selling at 12 o'clock. It was selling here, it started buying at 12 o'clock. 12 o'clock. Then the is your pullback. Is when the market starts pulling back because the London bank is closing. So that's probably why you're seeing that's probably likely why the reversal happens at noon. Because the London banks close at noon. Because London is open from 3 a.m. to 12 noon. So we see a reversal right here. As soon as 1 o'clock come in, the market is going in the opposite direction. But that 12 o'clock candle, when the market is pulling down, those are entry points. That's when you can enter in the market. So if you got knocked out and you were in a you got knocked out or you got in too early for a buy, the time to get in would be 12 o'clock. Like to get back in the market would be at 12 o'clock and not chase the trade right afterwards. So it would take some patience and practicing and take some consistency in doing. But those are entry points. Them 12 o'clock can at noon. Like if I got in for a buy right here, it would have wicked around a little bit and still took me to profit. Yeah, stop pulling back and selling. I don't really break above too much. Still so bad. Now I don't know if this is what all markets. I know what this is the indices. So I haven't tested this theory on anything else but the indices. But I'm also going to see how it looks on gold, what happens on gold at 12 o'clock too, because gold moves in London too. So I'm expecting that it's going to affect London market too. So if something happening in the market at noon, I'm going to check on gold. I'm going to check gold too. This is like a form of back testing, a form of going back in the market and seeing what the market does, seeing a noticeable trend that the market does. Only time that didn't happen is see right here on Monday. It kept going down. Specifically, it pulls right back up. Probably didn't turn back around on this Monday because it was March. It's making a weekly low. Yeah. Take a look at gold at 12 o'clock too. Let's see what happens at 12 o'clock on gold. Looks like the same thing is happening on gold, Quita. See that?
Okay.
You see that? Bro,
Uh-huh.
how it reverses right here. Bro, we might have just figured some shit out, y'all.
Yeah, we're gonna have to test this for a little bit.
Yeah, we're gonna have to test this one. Cause look, if you already have a setup in mind, like for the direction of which way the market, which way you're looking to take your trade. So if you're looking to take a buy, typically you will be wanting it to be selling in the morning to get into a good position on a buy. Or if you're looking for a sell, you will be wanting it to be buying to get in position for that sell. I'm guessing when London closed, the market pulls back. That's what's happening. Um, I drop down to a lower time frame because I want to see um, if you could see it happening early, like before noon. Usually, if a reversal is taking place, you would be able to see it on you see it happening usually on a 15-minute time frame. So after I got these marked right here, I'm gonna go down to the 15-minute time frame. I'm going to the low right here. 1 o'clock. Let's see what low was. Because it didn't go below that point right there after 12 o'clock. Played that whole area the whole time. Let's go that. Then see, you can see the reversal happening on a 15 minute. That's a reversal candle right there, like it's forming the doji. And you can see it happen. It's 12. Next one with the doji to pull back by 12:15. 12:30. Take a bomb. Yeah, that's the low. So it's coming to the low at noon. That's the low point. The noon 12 o'clock. I'm gonna check indices too. Yep. That's the low before it bought. We went up, never hit them. Only now 82. Like if you held it from noon to noon, look at this shit. They hold. No when the market pulls back. Hold back. Right here at noon. That's all.
Quick question. Quick question. Those are entry points right there?
So yeah, these would be like entry points. So
19,619, for instance.
yeah, that would be like an entry point. So at noon, you would literally come in if you was looking for a buy, and it's been selling high. It's been selling right here as the market has been pulling back. But that 12 o'clock candle is your pullback candle for entry because you know London is closing.
And the stop loss would be
The stop loss would be under the rejection. So this would also help you tighten up your stops. Like you don't gotta have a wide stop because if you're catching a rejection, then you don't have to have a wide stop. Because even here, it only came back to the rejection area. Between 12 and 1 o'clock, it's like, goes back around 12 and 1 o'clock. I was saying this the other day. I think I mentioned this to you, tweeted that the other day that it was the market turned around at 12, 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
I think that's what it was. And so literally, like it's like popping open your laptop, popping open your computer, and around 12 o'clock, between 12 and 1, you're looking for this pullback. You're looking for it to come low. If you're looking for a buy, then you will be looking for it to come low. If you was looking for a sell, you will be looking for it to do this if you was looking for a sell. So you look for it to be peaking up around noon. You will see it on a 4 hour. Y'all see that? So these would be 10 a.m. candles. What's funny is it's showing on a 10 a.m. candles on a 4 hour. But let me show you something also. So market opens at 10 o'clock, but at 9:30. This is like your window entry. Like your entry. entry window, I should say, between 10 and 12. We enter indices. As the market is going to do a lot between 10, but after market open, you don't enter during, like when market first open, you don't want to enter, just jump in the market because it's going to do this. It's going to just go back and forth when the market opens. So when the market first opens at 9:30 on Monday, when opening bell happens on at 9:30. So your entry time to enter if you're trading indices is between these, like right in between here. That's your opening to get in. But it looks like it's pulling back. Like what? Stop pulling back up or pulling down for entry, like between them times. So if you know what time to enter the market, it will give you a little bit of an advantage in the market, or a lot of an advantage, and stop helping make like simple mistakes as like chasing trades, jumping in the market right after a loss. If you enter the trade too early and the market still goes in your favor, if you enter the market too early, but the trade ends up still playing out, your re-entry time, like say if you was entering in during Tokyo Sydney session, which is like 10 o'clock at night, and the market pulls back or the market reverses during Tokyo and Sydney, and you either close in profit or you get knocked out, your re-entry time will be between this time right here. So you will wait for it to pull back down to an entry before you enter between 10 and 12. So that's your opportunity entry. So I'm like, yeah, keep that. So down, goodbye, down, goodbye, down, goodbye. So it pulls back right around that time for your entry. So that's the time you want to be for your setups. Like you want to start looking for your setups after well, you want to have your chart marked up Sunday, Monday. Have your chart marked up, which you're going to be doing on Sunday. We're going to be marking the chart up Sunday. But based off of the direction of where the market closed at, I'm going to be looking for buy next week because we're going into uptrend. Let me delete these marks. This look like too many lines on the chart. So this is the order block I'm looking for Nas to come to next week. So on market open, when the market pulls back, I'll be looking to take a position in Nas. Up here will be my take profit. I likely look for it to pull back some. The market open is gonna pull back.
Listen, eat the strawberry. You don't care if I eat the
Go
strawberry?
ahead, John. Eat the strawberry.
I have the rest of the strawberry.
Yes, you can have the strawberry.
Yeah.
So I'll be looking for buying now coming next week, being that the market is reactive to this weekly order block. Coming out of a weekly buy order block. So we're looking for it to trend up. So we will be looking for buy setups only because it's coming out of here and it's been rejecting out of here. So we got this when it peaked down here last week and made a lower low, a lower high. Then it closed here. So when the market opens, it's likely gonna open from where it's at upwards, which is lower than the previous low. Right here. Meaning it's showing momentum that is coming up out of this order block. And never broke below this low point and it never came back down. So next week I'll be looking for buy setups on the NASDAQ and on the US30 because we got this coming out. Um, Next week I'm looking also to get into a buy for this. Maybe it might pull back. Sometime next week though. Next week is the end of the week.
Yeah. Getting ready for what, the end of the first quarter?
Yeah, the end of the first quarter. So
New
I'm yeah,
month,
look. Yeah,
new.
that's the move I'm looking for right here. Just to retrace that monthly high. Or easy come back around to the monthly highs. Like, and that was this is the where it's been selling from. This is all the sell that's been happening all month. You see this one started right in the beginning, right in the start of the month. It made the low by the second week. Now we're in the last week of the month. I'm looking for it to retrace this high. Next week or towards the end of next week, I'm looking forward to retrace that high. Sometimes within next week. So you can hold it because it's gonna retrace that high. Or you can take like small position. You could take intraday trades, like hold it for a day, take your profit, re-enter, hold it for a day, take your profit, re-enter. You could do it like that to the top because it's gonna retrace the top. It's gonna retrace that high. See? That's where it's headed. Once it breaks this mid-month area, that's what I was looking for it to break this week. I thought it was gonna break this 352 area right here this week. But it played around all around between the weekly low and the midweek all week. That's what it is. And I was looking for it to break. Once it breaks this, it moves really fast. So if you have your monthly sections marked up, once it breaks that monthly section, it goes really fast to the top, to the direction that it's supposed to move. This is a strong level of resistance. So once it breaks this level of resistance, all to the race, all to the races. Like a good 4 hour candle to close above it. And I'm looking for this to happen here. And so gold is still in a trend to buy. What we seeing is a pullback on gold right now. But that pullback, the best pullback entry would be down here. At this order block right here. Pulls back down to the order block. Because gold made a new high again this week.
I was about to say again.
Again, it's been making like new highs, new highs, new highs. So I just wouldn't recommend taking no sells on gold right now. You literally waiting for it to pull back, create a resistance to get in for a buy. That's like for gold, that's literally what you're doing, waiting for it to pull back, for it to like a level of rejection where it's rejecting from. Like,
A pullback during what, Sydney?
well, gold doesn't move like the indices.
Okay.
It don't. See how I was saying like around 10, 11? Look at this. Yeah, at 10 o'clock, where it started rejecting right at 10 o'clock. Between 10 and 12 will be your entry for the buy. So really it's just coming back up. It only sold right here for an entry for a buy. Because it's been on an uptrend, like a consistent uptrend. So for 2 hours, bought back up. But down here within this order block would be like a nice entry. That's if it comes back down. But on Sunday, maybe look for on the open for it to pull back. I will wait for it to pull back, like down. Because if it when it come down here, that's your take profit up there. Because it's gonna come back to the high. Like you might be in it for a while, but that's your gold trade right there. You want it to come back down, I usually come back and react to the order block. Looks like it's reacting to the order block. There's a 4 hour order block, 4 hour buy order block. See that? So you already looking for a buy because it's gonna sell down some because it has to pull back. Now, when they're pulling back, they're closing out previous orders, right? So the pullbacks is done because it has to be an equal number of buys as it is sells. So if it bought up to here, it has to sell down and close out these orders. But a lot of times what they'll leave is what's called open equity in the market for them to come back and do what's called like a liquidity grab, like come back and grab the liquidity of that open space that they left in the other candle. That's a liquidity grab. Like if they left this space right here, these are grabs that they can come back and let's go back down to this price point right here, close out some of these orders, leave some space down there and come back and grab it next time. Like for them long wicks is them going to grab the liquidity pool, like the open orders. Go and close out some of them open orders. So a good place to also like look for your take profits at. If you know they're coming and closing out orders, where's the equity at? The equity here. This is where this is the candle that they're closing out right here. The orders that they're closing out. Look at the space, the open equity space that they left right here on this candle. Those are orders that haven't been closed out between that space within this candle. All the buy orders up until right there is closed out. So you can literally set your profit up here because this is open equity that they got to come up and grab. And it was only bouncing between the weekly lows and the midweek all week. Same thing. The 30 did. All open equity for them to come out and grab. Right there. So those could be also, you want to look to see what candle they're closing out on the higher time frame. Where's Wiccan at? Any questions? Y'all understand what I just went over or what I just covered? Any questions?
No, ma'am, you did amazing today.
Thank you.
And your skin is beautiful.
Is that fruit fast? That fruit fast.
I'm over here chomping on grapes. That's why I keep muting myself.
So we want to also I want to also do some live trading sessions when we doing it. So a couple times during the week, between that 10 and 12 time when the market is pulling back, I'm gonna do like a quick zoom to show y'all like what we entering, what trades I'm entering. It's not gonna be a long call, probably be like a 30-minute call. Of just showing the setups and entries that I'm looking for. So if it's right now, we know that because the market is pulling back around or changing direction, a change of trend out of the weekly order block as we anticipated, then we're looking for buys on the US30. We're looking for buys on the NASDAQ. Yeah, it might dance around down there for a second, but it's coming out of a buy order block. We're anticipating the buys. It's coming out of a weekly buy order block. I'm anticipating the buy. It has not came back down to the monthly low, which was 40.61, 661. It hasn't came back down there. So I'm anticipating a buy. We're looking for it to continue up to the high. Overall high is 45. That's where the weekly order block is. 45.78. But the monthly high. So not this week coming in, not this Monday, but the Monday of the first start of the second quarter, it might likely break that high. That 45 high on a weekly order block. Might come in here and reject heavy or break past it, break a little past it, and make a new high. So right here, it don't have a weekly order block drawn in. So this would be a sell order block. So if you don't see the order block on the chart, you can put your order block in. The order block is the last candle before the market change direction. So you look for the last candle before the market change direction, and that's your order block. And this would be a sell order block. Just to give you an idea of how far I got to come back up. I just got to come back up. The monthly high is 21,107. So probably sometime at the beginning. Yeah, that's where it's sold from. This is where we looking for it to buy back to. Might break it, but this is where we looking for it to buy back to. Probably by the end of this week, in the next week. That's what a week hold would look like. But that's what we looking for it to play to, like by the 31st. We looking for it to retest that high. And the 31st is not Monday coming in, but Monday of next, the Monday after that is the last day of the first quarter. So next week, Tuesday, gonna be crazy. Not Tuesday coming. The week after that, gonna be crazy. It's the start of the second quarter. Yeah. So now y'all know what we're looking for going into next week. I'm looking for buys on the US30 and I'm looking for buys on the NASDAQ and as well as gold. But I want gold to pull back to around like 29.90. So around 29.90, I'm looking for gold to pull back to. Between 90 and 81. So anywhere between 90 and 81, like an entry point for gold for a buy. if it comes back that far. Because this looks like it formed a 4-hour order block. I just realized I'm not sharing the screen. Because this looks like it's forming a order block right here. It looks like it's forming an order block right here. So if it forms a buy candle out of this on Monday, you could just wait for the retest back to this area before you buy to this low. Hold up, my bad.
No, EX. EX.
So that's what I'll be looking for on gold. Then I will wait for the retest into this area, back into this area. So on Sunday we are gonna mark up some charts. I got a new book too, y'all. Hold on. I'll show you.
No. No.
I'm not gonna show that.
Go ahead. No, this
I can see that.
It's a bit
Sir.
blurry.
It is the art
Okay,
of
the art of laziness.
yeah. So it's something because the thing is we all have goals and stuff that we set up around our trading. And procrastination is usually what happens when you're working towards a goal. And procrastination can be something as simple as choosing to watch TV instead of marking up the charts, or choosing to sit down and just do nothing but scroll on your phone. That's all procrastination. Um, to make the kind of money that you're looking to make, you gotta become more intentional about what you're doing. So that's why I'm gonna be creating a schedule this weekend and putting it in there. I do need to know like if y'all do work or if y'all have work schedules that y'all work up to try to work around your schedules. As far as like live classes, we're gonna be doing twice a week. We're gonna do live classes, live trading sessions, like 2 live trading sessions, 30-minute sessions. But you should be reading at least a chapter a day. Okay. Some of the richest people in the world read still read an hour a day. Like, it's to be intentional about your success. You want to be intentional about what you're doing, reading, meditating, prayer, diet, the diet that you take, exercising. This all goes into your trading, how, your mood, how you're feeling, how the shape around your mindset. So you want to be intentional about what it is that you're doing. So this is a very short read. I'm probably gonna likely finish this probably pretty quickly. It's only like 100 pages, like less than 100 pages. That's a pretty quick read. I don't know how fast people read, but for me, that's a pretty quick read. Um, but it's worth an investment to look into to do be intentional about overcoming those subtle things, something subtle as procrastination.
How much is that book?
It's like $10. I think it's like 10, $11 on Amazon. I'm not mistaken. I think I paid like 10 or $11. Because I got the workbook too. So it's like an actionable book. So action steps that you can take to overcome procrastination.
Is that separate?
The workbook was separate. But
How much were they together?
so that book was $15, and the workbook is $12.99. So you spending less than $30 together, like $28, something like that. 20,
Right,
yeah.
right.
So it's under,
Still less than a college book.
yeah, still less than a college book because the college book might cost you a couple hundred,
Right.
and you're not going to even read it the whole thing. So this I have the book and I have the workbook probably in my mailbox. I didn't go check my mail yet today, but this is also the workbook to help you do actionable things to overcome procrastination. It's real easy, especially when you start getting older, to slip into procrastination because you already have habits of doing things like a certain schedule, like that your body is doing it without you even thinking about it. As far as the side of the bed you roll out on, getting up, brushing teeth, like you have a routine that your body has a routine that you don't even know that you're on. So getting out of those small little habits of watching TV, scrolling on Instagram, scrolling on TikTok, looking at nothing, doing nothing. Those small windows of nothingness is like productivity. And I don't mean like you're not supposed to have no downtime or no sleep or anything, but you got to be really intentional about what you want. Like, it's how bad you want it. I can't get to the success as fast as you want to get to it. Only you can get there as fast as you want to get there. And that's why you're gonna have to be intentional. You're gonna have to show up. Even if I'm not teaching you on these charts, it's several YouTube videos that go over same common strategy that I teach. Well, it's not common. Only like a couple other people, like big traders, trade a similar style. But the video I put in there last week I put that video in there. She trades a similar thing. The weekly highs and the weekly lows. She trades a similar way. It's some videos on YouTube that's teaching you the same thing. So if you want to go back and study, or if you want to go back and rewatch some of the videos that's recorded there, y'all need to be studying this. Y'all need to, if you want to learn how to do this proficiently, you got to be in these charts. And being in these charts just come from going in, looking, marking up. Mark up your charts. Go back a couple of weeks and mark up your charts. That's what we just did was back testing by seeing how it replays going backwards, going back a week, going back a couple of weeks, going back. You can go back, like the chart allows you to go back years. So you can go back and just like go back a couple of weeks, mark up that week, see what plays you would have took based off those levels. Um, Let me show you something. I think this has a. I'm about to show you something. This has a TradingView has what's called the replay. It's not available on with Hakanashi candles. So you gotta switch to traditional candles, which look completely different. But it allows you to replay. So based off of the levels, what trade you would have took based off of those levels. And then it allows you to play based off of where it's at. So you can go back. You can go back a week. You can go back and mark up a previous week. And then mark up what trade you would have took based according to that week. And press the play button to see how it would have played out. That's how you back test. So when you're back testing, you're going back, you're hitting the replay, okay? You're marking up according to where it's at, and you seeing what plays you would have took based off of just utilizing a strategy. This is how you become this is how you become good at trading, by doing these small little subtle things, okay? Watching the video to refresh your mind, watching where you missed, go back. I'm telling you stuff that I did. Go back, pause, rewind, look at what I missed. This is all stuff that I did to become as good as I got. But nobody can do it for you. If you want this, the ball is in your court. Okay? You want you want to win, the ball is in your court. It's you that determines your win. Okay? You determine your win by your entry, your exits. You determine your win by your mindset. You determine your win by your actions. It's up to you how bad you want to win. How bad you want this. Because ain't nobody finna show up at your doorstep and give it to you. It's up to you. So you gotta move with clear intentions. Be very intentional about your success. Unapologetically intentional about what it is that you want to do. Okay? Anybody got any questions before we end? So nobody has any questions. I'm gonna end this. I'm gonna post this in the recordings and like probably be there within the next 30 minutes. Okay, for you to go back over. But those are we got recordings going back over a year of using the same strategy. I'm sure it's information within them recordings that if you ain't see that you can go back and watch, because it's not those are videos that's not on YouTube. You can't go to my YouTube channel and watch those videos. Only y'all have access to those videos where you can go back and watch and see what you missed and see like how like little tips, because it's different videos. I give different tips on different stuff. So it might be something that you need help with. It's inside one of those videos. I guarantee you it's inside one of those videos. If it's something that you're missing or something you need help with, it's inside of one of those videos. You're probably gonna find it there, including how to enter and exit the trade, or where to press your stop loss, where to set your entry. I go over that countless times of your entries and your exits. So I'm sure it's in a lot of those videos that you can go back and watch on even finding your entry, like how we just went over today about finding a little trick to find a good entry or when to enter the market. So go back and rewatch them videos. We're gonna end it here. The video, this recording will be up in like 30 minutes. All right, y'all enjoy y'all weekend. Read, be intentional, and protect your mind, and be ready for Sunday. Over and out. Y'all have a good weekend.
Over and out.
It's on.